Okay, good morning. Okay, good morning, everyone. Please let me know if I'm audible. Use your emojis or the chat box. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Okay, good morning once again. As we all know, before we start any program on this call, we remind ourselves that the forthcoming promotion exercise is not something we'll be scared of. It's just assessment. So we are doing this. All what we have been doing is what you know. We are just trying to refresh our memory so that uh, we know where we are going. So in line with the core circulars, area of concentration, so we try to cover all the syllables. So this morning session is key and it's important. So I will implore you to call your colleagues. They can't afford to miss this session. Once again, good morning. I thank you for your commitment and your participation. So when it is when we reach 500, we start. We don't want anybody to miss out any points because our facilitator is a guru on this aspect. He's someone that you know very well, the lion in the bush, that whenever he roar like this, everybody will keep silent. As we all know, this session sponsored by Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter. Yeah, Doctor, good morning, sir.
Mr. Jamiu, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Well
Please,
done.
if Doctor is audible, can you please make use of your emojis, let know and signify from the chat box that is loud and clear. Is Doctor audible? We want to
Am I
confirm.
audible? Mr. Ogunlewe, please confirm. Am I audible?
Okay, confirm. Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear, sir.
Use your emoji. You cannot unmute yourself. Use your emoji.
All right, sir.
All right.
Thank you,
I can
sir.
see your hand. Well done.
Okay,
Thank you.
I think we are good, set to go. So 10 10 on the dot, we will comment the business of the day. So before that, I'm trying to remind you that the promotion is just an assessment. Assessment in the essence that what you have been doing so far, just come and tell us. Then secondly, the justification that the next level, how sure are you? How can you convince the government that you are fitting to that next level? That is just it. So it's I was divided into 3 segments: written, CBT, and oral. So we have bring a different professional to this call, and they have explained to you. I think by now you should uh, have everything at the back of your mind. When you get there, you just go and scatter everything. So like I said, this particular session sponsored by Lagos State Association of Public Service, Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, uh, Lagos State chapter. So I will call on the chairman of the chapter, the union, to give us, to address the participant and welcome our facilitator. Mr. Balogun, are you there, sir?
Yeah, good morning. I'm around here. Good morning and happy weekend to everybody. Yeah,
Good morning, sir.
I want to use this opportunity to thank and appreciate our facilitator, that's a person of Mr. Okudero. I want to thank you for taking out time to be here to come and share your word of knowledge with us, and also to appreciate the coordinator, Knowledge Hub, for putting all of this together for us. And then to all the participants, like I do say, that there's no point for you to be panicked, just like the coordinator have said. This is what you've been doing subconsciously, one way or the other. What the facilitator is going to tell us today is what you've been exhibiting. It's just for you to just, improve your knowledge and be prepared for the next level you're going. It's more or less like a training, an assessment of what you've been doing over the years. And then there's no cause for you or any cause for alarm. All you need to do is just be prepared and be calm and walk in there confidently and do the assessment and come out of it. And I can assure you, by the special grace of God, you're all going to come out successfully after the whole exercise. So congratulations in advance. That is what I have to tell you. Thank you.
All right, let me see your emojis. I'm claiming the prayer. Let your emojis claim the prayer. Success is yours. Please, mommy and daddy, calm down. Yeah, thank you so much. As we all know, Yoruba call say something that Ade said, Ejanla. So our facilitator today is big fish in the market of facilitating facilitators. So good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again. So you are all welcome to today's session of this 2026 promotion tutorial series on the Public Service Knowledge Hub in collaboration with Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter. So today's topic is both timely and critical for every officer aspiring to excel in the modern public service environment, leadership and teamwork in the 21st century public service. As we prepare for the 2026 promotion exercise, leadership competence and teamwork capacity remain essential essential indicator used during assessment, interview, task scenario, and job specific evaluation. Today's lecture will help us understand what 21st century leadership requires, how teamwork drives government performance, and how officers can apply these principles to their daily duties. We are privileged to have an outstanding resource person, a seasoned administrator, leadership coach, mentor, and respected voice in public service development. Dr. Okudero Omoniyi. Dr. Bolabo Omoniyi Okudero, PhD, is the board secretary, Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Board, and also convener of the highly impactful outstanding public service mentorship series. Dr. Okudero is known for his practical insight, people-centered leadership approach, and his passion for grooming the next generation of public sector leaders. Dr. Bola Omoniyi Okudero, PhD, is a seasoned public administration leadership, like I said, leadership development advocate and governance strategic with decade of professional experience in the Lagos State public service. He currently, like I said, serves as the board secretary, Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Board. Dr. Okudero, like I said, is also convener of the Public Service Mentorship Series, a platform dedicated to grooming young officers for excellence in public sector leadership, known for the practical and people-centered leadership style. Dr. Okudero consistently provides deep insight on teamwork and professional growth, making him one of the service's most reputable voice on leadership and staff development. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I want you to come up with your emojis. Let me see your emojis, and welcoming Mr. Agbolabo Omoniyi Okudero to the call. Let me see your emoji. We are almost about 700 and I'm seeing only 2 emojis. Maybe we should end the call. It's like I don't want to see his face.
Please don't
It's
end
not
the
easy
call.
easy to bring him here. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you have the floor, sir. Good morning once again, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Jamil. Thank you so much. Honestly, I want to say I'm happy to be here this morning. I'm so happy because I have the opportunity to meet with my colleagues. We will all be writing the examinations together. So we are all preparing together, and we will not prepare in vain. All of us will come out with flying colors, and we will get to the next level in our careers. So I'm so happy, so happy to be here. And then what we will be doing this morning. Okay, before I go further, I want to say, Mr. Jamil, thank you so much for this opportunity for people who are actually preparing for exams to get themselves refreshed and get to know what they've not known, what they've not been able to read. So here on this platform, you can upgrade yourself, and you might not even need to read again. Just attend the classes, then go straight into the examination hall, and success is yours. So, Mr. Balogun, we want to thank you also for providing support for this platform to accommodate, as many that are really willing to be part of this platform. Thank you for that opportunity, Mr. Balogun. We want to thank the association too for that opportunity. So this morning we are not going to be saying something strange. We'll just be saying what we've known.
Excuse me, sir. Doctor, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, sir. Please, participants, stop writing on the screen. If you are writing on the screen, it means you are not here to learn anything. Please don't be enemy of progress. If you are writing on the screen, we will remove you totally. Please. Sheun Oyemu, you are writing. Please stop it. Don't distract others. Thank you. Sorry, sir. Go ahead, sir.
So on that note, I also want to join my voice with that of Jamil. All you need is your biro and your paper. Don't press some people want to screenshot. You don't need to screenshot. You will have the slide. If you don't have the slide, you go to YouTube and have access to it so that there won't be any form of distraction. If you are writing on the screen, there will be distraction. And that's why we have to lock the chat room so that, the chat box, so that nobody is being distracted. Just take your pen. If you really need to write, take your pen and your paper. That's all. Leave the pad, leave the keyboard. Then you do what you're supposed to do. So we are looking at leadership and teamwork in the 21st century public service. If time permits, I've added motivation and decision making to these slides. So if I've not been able to take it, you can have the slide and then go ahead with it. So I want us to look at this together. While I was preparing for this class, these are the thoughts that were running through my mind. And I said, let me just come and read this, then probably explain. The 21st century public service. Somebody is writing, 21st century public service, a new era of transformation, a new era of transformation. The 21st century public service represent a period of tremendous transformation, a clear departure from what the service used to be. Over time, we have witnessed remarkable improvement across different dimensions of the public service, proving that the system is not static, but continuously evolving. The service is not static. And when I was going through my thoughts this morning, I was just trying to see how evolving the service is over the years. And I remember so many things. I remember the environmental transformation. I remember the structural improvement. I also remembered the technological advancement. Look at the environmental transformation. Years ago, many government offices operated in conditions that were far from ideal. For instance, that Ile Pako there, you remember that Ile Pako where we used to have equal rights, Ile Pako structures, unimpressive entrance gates and poorly maintained environment. Today, we see a different reality. Modern entrances, better landscaping, improved workspace ambience, an environment that reflects a progressive public service. Please underline that word, a progressive public service, because questions will come from me to you this morning, especially from that angle. Structural improvements. Buildings that were once looked abandoned have been renovated. Old and outdated canteens have been replaced with modern cafeterias. Many office complexes now have functional lift system, disability ramps, improved space planning, and more inclusive design, aligning with global standards and the Lagos State Teams Plus vision. I also look at the technological advancements. The public service of the past rely heavily on manual practices, typewriters, physical memo, and limited access to digital tools. So, but today, what do we have? What do we have? You remember then we used to go to accounts to get our pay slips. Now, in your room, in your toilet with your mobile phone, you can download your payslip. That's the 21st century public service we are talking about. Typewriter, gone. Replaced by what? Laptops. Gone are the days that you give your job to your typewriter to your secretary to type for you using typewriter. It's gone. Very soon, I am emphasizing that very soon, desktop will be phased out and everybody will be carrying laptop all around. That's the service we are talking about. Evolution of leadership styles. That's another area that I looked into. In the past, the dominant leadership style in the public service was what? Bureaucratic leadership, rigid and command and control, heavily rule-driven, and often disconnected from people's realities. That style may have worked for its time, but the demands of the 21st century require something totally different. Today, we need leaders who lead with emotional intelligence. We need leaders who see faces, not crowd. You know, that's another different way of differentiating a boss from a leader or a leader from a manager. A manager will see crowd. Leader will see faces. Managers will be busy concerned about results. Leaders will be busy about the process. So, in the process, you, as a leader, you'll be busy looking at your downlines. You'll be looking at their faces instead of seeing crowd. Before, we used to have subordinates. Now, the nomenclature or the title is changing from subordinate to downline, upline. We need leaders who understand that people are not files, but human beings. We need leaders in the service who pay attention to process and not only results. We need leaders in the service who create psychological safety instead of fear. You're going to the office and you are entertaining fear. You wake up in the morning, you are asking yourself, am I going to see this woman again? Is that the kind of leader you are? We are not looking for such leaders in the service. You're looking for leaders that will make environment conducive for employees to work in. So the question now, are you evolving in this new kind of leaders? Or are you still holding on to the old mindsets? Focus only on results, but neglecting people. You can't neglect people. Processes are you neglecting people? You are neglecting process. You are neglecting empathy. You can't do that. So my personal challenge to every one of us this morning is that if the service is evolving, if the service is evolving, you must also evolve. If the service is improving, you must also improve. If the service is becoming smarter, you must also grow your capacity accordingly. And that's why Civil Service Commission has resolved that we will be the guinea pig. We will be the one that will be used to test run these assessments. So, my charge this morning to us is never to remain the way you have been from inception. No, never, never. Never, never. Many officers have not yet done anything intentional about developing their capacity to lead. And you want to lead. And you want to become a leader. You want to become a director. And you have not done anything about that capacity to lead. To innovate. You have not done anything about you innovating. You have not done anything about the use of technology. You are just there. Or to relate effectively with people. But let me say this, that the future belongs to the officer who is willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn. The 21st century public service demands officers who are adaptable. And this is where I will pour my mind to you this morning. Are you adaptable? Are you digitally competent? Some people cannot operate laptop. How much more? How much more doing data analysis? How much more exploring the Google facilities that we have? How you want to be a leader? So what we are saying this morning is that you must be emotionally intelligent. You must see your staff faces and you know that something is wrong with them because you have understood yourself and you have also been able to understood the people you are working with. You know when this person is laughing, you know what that kind of laughter is all about. You know when this person talks like this, you know what that person is actually saying because you are people-centered. You are people-centered. Don't forget that everything rises and falls on leadership. So you must be what? Leadership oriented and committed to continuous personal and professional development. Growth is no longer optional. This is where we have found ourselves, public service. Yes, it's too late now. It's too late to go back. I'm not going back anywhere. This is where we are, and we must make it better before we leave the service. So it is now a professional requirement to do what? To choose growth. We must grow. We must grow. And that's what the civil service is all about, by giving us this examination. This assessment is not examination. So my mind is at rest. I just they want to assess me on what we have been doing so far. And if you check it very well, we have been brought up to speed with the timetable, with the methodology of conducting the exams. Some of us we don't even know how to use laptop. We don't even get close to computer. But this time around, we got no choice than to begin to practice how to do this thing and also try as much as possible to maximize time. So for those who might have not been using laptop before, for those who are not conversant with the workability of laptop, this is another opportunity. So you can see what Civil Service Commission is doing, helping us to just, whether we like it or not, to come out of our comfort zone, whether we like it or not, never to remain dead woods. Now, whether we like it or not, not to be the mediocres that the outside world are talking about. We are not mediocres. We are not. We are professionals. So that will take us to the nitty-gritty of what we have today, talking about the 21st century leadership in the public service. I don't know why somebody is writing like this, but never worry. So of all the leadership style, of all the leadership types that I have studied, this is the one that is working for me. I just want us to look at it before we now look at others. Transformational leadership. Transformational leadership. And this is what we need, even at home, wherever we might find ourselves. We must be transformational. You cannot meet something the way, you can't leave something the way you met it. You must get it better. And you must make sure that your impact is felt. You must turn around things in your office. You must turn around things even at home. You must turn around things. You must be the game changer we have been looking for. Is enough, because we can't be doing the same thing the same way and we now expect different results. It's not going to work. It can't work. So we need to come out and be strong enough, looking at how can I get this thing better? How can I improve on this methodology? How can I improve on this status that I met? Look at the environment. Who is this leadership? Transformational leadership we are talking about. Is the ability to turn around people, ordinary people, into extraordinary performance by igniting their passion, fueling their purpose, and guiding them with integrity. Oh, this is loaded. Ask yourself, who around you, even if just one person, you have ignited the person's, he or she's passion. Who among you? Who are around you? Ask yourself, who amongst you, around you, that you have been fueling the person's purpose? And the person will say at the end of the day, if not for Mr. Lagbaja, if not for Mrs. Lagbaja, or it's never your business, because you have not even attended to your own issue, how much more having time for others? But you won't forget that we are talking about leaders. And you will check it very well that this assessment is targeted towards senior management cadres. If you check it very well. So simply means that even if we have level 8, 9 heading units now, level 8, 9, 10 heading units. So why is your own different? So you must get yourself prepared. You must get yourself prepared. These are the things that you need to do, and people will know that, yes, this is what we are talking about. You guide them with integrity. Integrity. When you say A and the goal are around, searching to know whether that thing is actually A, years after, is still A, integrity. Or when you start talking, they just you must see behind you. Everybody's talking, you two, you are talking. So key behaviors of transformational leaders. Like I said, turn ordinary into extraordinary people. They set high standards. They ignite passion. They fuel purpose. Now, I want us to understand this before we go into the nitty-gritty. The leadership that I'll be talking about is standing on 3 tripod stand. Number 1, viewing yourself, preparing yourself, and stepping up. Viewing yourself. How are you viewing yourself? Leadership begins with self-belief and mindsets. Leadership. And leadership is all about influencing people. So, you need to see yourself as a leader first. You are not usurping somebody's power. You are not forcing yourself on anybody. But you are seeing yourself. You have the mindset that I can do it. No fidget, no fear. Because you need to see yourself as a leader before others can actually see you as a leader. You must overcome self-doubt and embrace responsibility. This is where the issue lies. You don't want to take up responsibility. response to ability. That is what this thing is talking about. This is ability you have, but you are not responding to it. You are fidgeting. You are doubting. Can I do it? Can I actually do this thing? You are second guessing. You are having inner critic. You don't want to step out. You need to step out before you can be accepted. You need to step out. But when you are stepping out, you need to take cautions. There are so many things you need to be cautious of so that you will not be misconstrued. People will not misunderstood you. People will not misinterpret what you are talking about. So viewing yourself is very key. The second leg is now saying, now preparing yourself as a leader. I was listening to somebody this morning, and the person was mentioning books of leaders, of the forerunners, the books of the forerunners in his field that he has read, that he has bought, that he has not even gone through. I was just like, with this loaded library I have not. You are still not there. You are still not there, and that is one of the ways to get yourself prepared. Continuous learning. You've heard about this thing for long, but we never want to bother doing it. And you need to develop the skills in communication, ethics, and also emotional intelligence. Then the third leg there is now stepping up with opportunity to present yourself. When opportunity presents itself, leadership becomes real when action is taken. Leadership becomes real when we seize opportunities, take calculated risk, shoulder responsibility. Shoulder responsibility. Shoulder responsibility. When it comes to responsibility in the office, especially in your unit or in your department, as the leader, do you know that some people will just disappear? As the director, as the head of that department, they will disappear. And when the job must have been done, delivered, you will see them show up and they will say, put my name on it. Put my name on it. So let me just quickly say these 7 practical insights into what it takes to be an outstanding leader. You must be visionary. You must communicate people's skills, character, competence, boldness, and a serving heart. The last one, the serving heart. If you don't have the serving heart, you cannot lead. And if you lead, nobody will follow you. If they follow you, you are coercing them. If you coerce them, not too long at all. Not too long. Not too long. Not too long. So a serving heart is key here. And that's why some people will come up and say, this is what I want to do for these people. And I must get it done. I must get it done. So now that we have background of what leadership is all about, I don't have time to talk about all these factors one after the other. Vision. What are you seeing? Are you seeing bigger picture? Or you are seeing the very small, very myopic eye that you have? So there's no time to talk about this one. Even if you look at the people's skill, some people, they don't know how to relate. They don't just know how to relate, and they find it difficult to relate. But we can learn all of these things. We can actually learn them. So where are we going this morning? We are now looking at leadership styles, how leaders influence people. We have autocratic. When we use this kind of this style is when we need to take fast decision. When, for instance, God forbid, there won't be emergency. But whenever there is emergency, autocratic leadership style is key here, because you need to dish out instructions. You do this, you did this, you do that, you follow here, you follow there. When it comes to autocratic, fast decision must be taken, and you must be in control. You must be in control. Now, I want to ask you, is it people that you are not been relating with because you have issue with people management? Is it people that you have not been managing with your emotional intelligence that you want to give decision to? I mean, you want to give control to. You want to give instruction to. Even if they obey you at that particular point in time, they are obeying you because of the of what is at stake. Maybe probably lives that is at stake or result that is at stake, not because of who you are as a leader. So there are things we need to we need to put in place before we can use this autocratic leadership style. And democratic. Yes, that's another leadership style. Democratic, participatory, then team involvement. You must under this leadership style, which is to me very, very good. I mixed the democratic and transformational leadership style. I mixed it together and it's working very, very fine because you need to make people participate before they can understand. You need them. You need to sell the idea to them. You need to sell the idea. And if you are a silo leader who believes you have the final say and you don't get the idea, I mean the input of your followers or of your downlines, you might eventually be on your own at the end of the day. Laissez-faire, you allow autonomy. Yes, go ahead and do it. No problem. But you must come back and give reports. Transformational, I've talked about it, and transactional, based on rewards and sanctions. Servant leadership, people first, then situational leadership. This is now combining all of them together as the situation dictates. That is the leadership style you will also exhibit. As the situation dictates, that is the leadership style that you will embrace. So I want to say that none of this leadership style is the best. None. You can have your the one you have your flair for. Yes, I love to practice this, but when the situation changes, there are times that you need to wear another cap of leadership style. So practical principle to help you acquire, sharpen and improve your people skill. You must be visible and available. You must be visible and available. I've just said it that some leaders, some ogas, some boss, some managers, when they need them to be visible, you will never see them. You will never see them. Be a good listener. Listen very well. Don't listen because you want to talk. Listen because you want to understand what the person is talking about. In listening, oh, let me repeat myself. In listening, there are so many solutions that you are already coming up within you. As you are listening to the person with rapt attention, the person will now be ready to open up to you. But if you are not listening, if you are not listening, if you are not a good listener, you might not be able to enjoy that conversation. And the person talking to you might not want to go far with you. So you must be a good listener. If you're not being listening, oh no, shut up your mouth. No, if you're such a person, you need to be pinching yourself. Calm down. You pinch yourself. You talk to yourself. Listen to him. Listen to her. Then empower your people. Empower your people. Allow them. Give them what they need. Let them do this job. Don't think it's you alone that can do it. Empower them. You know, when I got to my new office, I told them when we want to have management meeting, please don't come alone as a director or as head of unit. Don't come alone. Come with your twice. Come with the next person. Because if you don't do that, you are not empowering that person. That person will not be may not know what is going on in your department, may not know what is going on in your unit. No tree can make a forest. So when you are in a department, when you are in a unit, you would definitely have somebody who is next to you. So let that person also be carried along with happenings in your office. Open up to that person. But even if that person is a noisy person, even that person does not know how to keep secrets, you will do your best by letting the person know that, see, if I tell you this and anybody get to know about this thing, definitely it's from you, not from me. And if indeed they get to know or they get to hear about it somewhere, somehow, you know the kind of twice you have. Then delegate. Delegate. Be free to delegate. Be free. Be free to delegate. Yes, I'm emphasizing it. There are some people you delegate to. And what they will come back with will blow your mind, and I'll be asking questions. Is this person actually a grade level 16 or grade level 15 officer? That might be your own project for that period. That might be your own project for that period. So you need to do what is needful. Take care of your troops. Yes, if you don't take care of your troops, one after the other, all of them will be dropping. You'll be dropping. And when they drop and you look back, you couldn't find anyone. You're on your own. So take good care of your troops. Take good care of your troops. It's not only you that needs care. It's not only you. Others that are working with you also need care. They need it. So give it to them. Even if you don't have enough care at the moment, let them know the situation on ground. And don't ever avoid conflict. Face it and manage it. Face conflict, because you cannot rule it out. We will get there very soon. Level with your people. So that is about about that. Let's look at teamwork. Teamwork is the coordinated effort of individuals working collaboratively to achieve common goals. Teamwork is the coordinated effort of individuals. And that's why we say team is equal to together everyone achieve more. That's the acronym. That's the full meaning of a team. Together, everyone achieve more. And that's why it is defined as the coordinated effort of individuals working collaboratively to achieve common goals. Collaboratively. Characteristics of effective team. Clear goals. What do we want to achieve? What do we want to achieve? Let there be open communication. Even if there will be side talk, it will still be brought to the open. Divine roles and responsibility. What are we supposed to do? We will get there very soon. You as a team member, this is your role. Is the person heading a subcommittee, or is the person involved in a subcommittee? Let the person be aware. Define it, the responsibility, and let there be mutual trust. Let there be mutual trust. Like I used to say, Shamurawari telling. If not, this is where we have met. Then let me prove to you that I'm trustworthy. Or you prove to me that you're also trustworthy. If otherwise, then you know what to do. So for an effective team, we need leadership support. We need accountability. And let's share the success together. So all I've said before let me now say this. Maybe it will help us. Toxman team development model. We said team is equal to, is defined as together, everyone achieve more. But you see, we can't you can't get to achieve more unless we pass through some stages when we are forming a team. And I'll use a scenario. The first stage in team formation or deep team development is the forming stage. Forming stage. You know, we have what is orientation is written here. It's just like somebody, like our deployment from one office to again. Let me use my former office. It was a new office, newly created office. And I happen to be the director, admin, and HR there. So the way I got there through the deployment, the same way the DFA got to the same office through the deployment, the same way auditor, the same way procurement officer, the same way planning officer, and others like that. That's a forming stage. We are all coming together with different backgrounds, with different personalities, with different ideas, with different knowledge, with different wisdom. And we got to work together. So when we come together, this is orientation stage. When we come together and we have one way or the other displaying our personalities, who we are, displaying how versatile we are, displaying the knowledge that you are full of, at that stage, there is going to be something we call storming stage, because your idea might be conflicting with my own. This is how it should be done. Some people who are conversant with circulars will say store is under account directorate. Some people say never is under admin and HR and things like that. Storming stage is bound to happen. There will be storming stage. This stage, we'd have no choice. As directors or as downlines or uplines, we cannot run away. It's not the stage to ask for deployment. Immediately drumbi by you. No, that's not the stage. It's the stage to stay. It's the stage to actually test the water. You don't need to run. Running where? You stay to get it done. Because after the tunnel, there will definitely be what? A shining light. So at that stage, there will be numbing stage. Things will begin to get aligned. After storming, there will be numbing. We have fought. Admin and HR account, they fought. Procurement and account, they fought. Now we know what is good for this person. This person does not tolerate this. This person tolerate that. We now know where to place ourselves. At this stage, things are normalizing. Things are getting aligned. And once things are getting aligned, we tend to be performing. We tend to be performing. And that's why we are performing stage as optimal productivity. We are performing. And I want to tell you this. You see teams that are emerging first, team that are doing very well, is because they are performing. And they must have passed through when they are doing practicing, they are doing rehearsal, all of these things, other stages might have taken place. But now we are performing. Then after we might have performed, there is going to be a joining stage. We part to meet and we meet to part. But I want to sound this. I want to sound this note. When we are joining, please, let's be very careful, because it's the service, very big service. We are bound to meet again. we can come back and meet again. So when we are coming back, how are we going to treat ourselves? When we are adjourning, let's adjourn very well. Let's adjourn very well. Oh. Please, let's adjourn very well. So, Belbin team role models. Belbin teaches us that effective team need different strengths. Different strengths. When you see a team, you know, I was in an office before, and they will say, some people will be saying, accountant is slow Jew. Some people will be saying, admin bello. We need people like that on the team. We need someone that will slow you, that will slow you down to say, just take it easy so that you will not jump the gun. And you will see somebody, we also need somebody on the team that will say, we are too slow. No. We have deadlines. We must deliver. We need different types of people, of character, of personality on a team. But we need just to study ourselves, because no single person can play all roles. But together, teams become complete. So we need a coordinator. We need what? A coordinator. We need implementers. We need sharpers, the drivers. We need planters, the creative thinkers. We need completers, the finishers. We need all of this set of people on the team to get it what? We need resource investigator. We need team worker to get the team working. And listen very well. You see, when we are in a team, we all need momentum. We all need momentum. So bringing all these people together is the real way of gathering momentum. When you have somebody who is very slow, that person may be the checkmate in our midst. When we have somebody who is very fast, that person may be the ginger that we need. We will have somebody who will just be quiet on the team, but good as a secretary. We will also have different characters on the team. But I want to tell you, as a leader, you will need to learn how to manage people. You need to manage people. Somebody will be on your team that you'll be like, today. And tó bá ti dé, kí ló dé wá ṣe? Some people, they will have idea, but the àgbékalẹ̀ might be difficult. They might not know how to gbékalẹ̀. But you, as a leader, you must be very careful to know that each time this person comes to you, idea man sọ̀kalẹ̀. You should know. So you manage the person. You don't go too much into conversation. Just come and listen to the person. In the process, you will be picking what you need for the team to succeed. You'll be picking what you need for the team to succeed. So you need different types of characters. Different types of character on the team to perform. So, why team fails? Poor leadership. A leader that cannot monitor team members. A leader that cannot see bigger picture. A leader that has a myopic thinking. A leader that lacks direction. That lacks consistency. A leader that lacks emotional intelligence. The team becomes confused, unmotivated, and disorganized. So, as a leader, for you not to fail, for your ministry not to fail, for your department not to fail, for your unit not to fail, you need direction. Where are we going? Gong. You might not even know how to, you might not know how to get the direction. Yes, let me put it that way. But amongst your team members, you can begin to gather knowledge. among them. But I tell you, you need to know where you are going as a leader. Don't forget that leadership is equal to leader in a ship, and a ship must be led by somebody. So if you are the one in the ship as the leader, where are you going to? Where are you leading these people to? Where are you leading these people to? And that should be the thing that you'll be ringing. You'll be ringing. This particular one reminds me of my time at the Civil Service Commission. I have one director then. Before PMB, before we set out for PMB, we will look at the case. We will treat the case, and we will conclude that this is how this case should be treated at the PMB. So when you are leaving, the director will say, don't forget our conclusion. No, it's because we have sat together and we know where we are going. So when we get there, when we get to the PMB, we know we'll just be remembering the pre-meeting you've had with your director. Lack of communication. You need to communicate. When you don't communicate, team will fail. Team will fail. Communicate. Sometimes you might forget that you need to tell your team members this particular, you need to pass this information to them. But that's why you need to have somebody beside you that will be helping you. And once that thing crosses your mind, call on the person who is assisting you. Please remind me this when we get to the meeting. Please remind me that when we get to the meeting. Without open communication, teams cannot coordinate effectively or achieve goals. And another thing that will make teamwork to fail is absence of trust. Please, leaders, let's build our team. Let's build team trust, individual trust, and the collective trust. Oh no, I trust this person. No, what she has done, no, she didn't do it intentionally to hurt us or to hurt you. That's how we should build ourselves to. We should build ourselves to that level that when you say something, they will say yes. What you are saying is correct. And you should also learn how to resolve conflicts. You should also learn how to resolve conflict. If there is poor conflict resolution, if you don't trash issues, you will move on. So you need to trash issues. You need to trash issues. So some issues you use autocratic style. Oh yeah, the two of you. Oh yeah, the three of you. Oh yeah, the four of you. But sometimes you let the sleeping dog lie for some time before you now say is okay. Enough is enough. We must see the end today. So it depends on the situation and the people involved before sometimes you get to meddle in some issues. If not, you handle it poorly and it will not help at all. That's about teamwork. Let's quickly look at motivation and look at some of the theories of motivation. Motivation refers to the internal and external forces. So motivation is not about what is the need for me, it's about what also can I offer. So it refers to the internal and external forces that energize, that direct, and sustain an individual's behavior towards achieving a goal. It determines why people act the way they act, how hard they work, or how soft they work, how interested they are, and how long they persist to get the result, to get the job done. So motivation, sometimes some people will say, motivation, what is sue me. And some people will say, no, we must get to the end. Again, issue. Let's go. We must get to the end. We must get to the end. It all depends on motivation. What will make people to say, Oga, no qualms, we will get it done. What will make people to say, Oga, no shaking, we will get it done. Or what will make people to say, Oga, oh, to sue me. It's all about motivation. And it can be internal force or it can be external force that will determine how far your team member or an employee will go towards achieving the mandate or the goal or the vision of your office, your organization, even your team. How motivated are they? Some people, mere remembering that when they get to the office, is trash they will receive from their boss or from their leaders is enough to get them demotivated. They don't want to go. But if they know that, when they get to the office, let me go and see that vibrant Oga, always ready, always encouraging, they will be motivated to come. So I'm asking you, are you motivating your team? Are you motivating your staff to give their best in achieving the mandate of your office? Don't forget that your mandate, the mandate of your office is also hinged on the Teams Plus agenda. So you will also need to perform, whether you like it or not. So let's quickly look at the major theories of motivation. Maslow's theory of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He says people are motivated by a progression of needs arranged in a pyramid. The first on the list of that ladder, of that pyramid, is psychological needs. Some people, once they eat and they have shelter, they are okay. No problem, they are okay. But as soon as they are okay, and they are okay indeed, you see that they begin to have that need will have been wear or worn out, and they begin to look for safety, job security, stability. And the next on that stage is belonging, social needs. They want to belong. They want to have relationship. And the next on that pyramid is esteem need, recognition, respect. And the last on that pyramid, which is the tiny aspect of that pyramid, is self-actualization, becoming your best self. And if you see some people, the stages of their needs have actually gotten to this. Once they get self-actualization stage, once they get there, they are satisfied. Some people, they are okay wherever they find themselves, but what Maslow is now saying is this: people move upward as each level is satisfied. That's what Maslow is saying. Maslow is saying that before, when I have food to eat, I'll be okay. Once they have food and they are okay and the food is regular, nothing can stop the flow of the food. Nothing stops the flow of the shelter. They begin to think about job security. They begin to think about stability. And once you have job security, something will begin to go on in your mind. You need to belong. You need to belong. Social need, you need to belong. You need to belong. And that's why you see some people, they get to occasion, they get to a social gathering, and the first thing they will say is, please, can we just meet you? Can we know you? Or please, your ID card. Or can you identify yourself? And they say, do you know who I am? Some people, But what Maslow is saying is this: for you to get motivation from people, put them on this pyramid as they're achieving a particular stage. You get the best from them, but when that stage is well secured and actualized, the next thing is to get demotivated because they want to get to the next stage. So they will do everything to get to the next stage. And what is Hasbach two-factor theory saying? He said there is something we call hygiene factor. Hygiene factor. That is, this factor prevents dissatisfaction. They will not be dissatisfied, but there is also need for motivator. Salary will not prevent dissatisfaction. Working condition will prevent dissatisfaction, sorry. Then policies will also prevent dissatisfaction. Supervision, that's what Heisbach is talking about when he's saying two-factor theory. Two-factor theory. The hygiene factors and the motivator. Motivator will drive satisfaction. And one of the motivators is that somebody is achieved. Somebody has been recognized. Somebody has been given responsibility. Somebody has been given opportunity to grow. It's not the salary. Please, I want to achieve this. And I need to be recognized. That's what Hasbach is talking about. That's what he's talking about, that some people give them responsibility. You will see them jumping up and down, ready to deliver. Some people, allow them to go for training, allow them to go for schooling, let them go for additional certification. They will be okay. They are delivering. They will satisfy your job. They will do your job satisfactorily. But someone who needs recognition and you are not giving such person recognition, the person will not be motivated. So as a leader, there are so many theories that we need to just study and internalize and see which one is applicable per time, per individual, per group. Before you begin to dish out, you need these theories to study the people you are working with. It will help you. There are some people, if you give them anything, they will not say thank you. They don't know how to appreciate. But some people, you give them something, they will appreciate. And you need a leader. Your leader needs to understand that he is not intentional. This person does not know how to appreciate. He doesn't know, she doesn't know. But as a leader, you now begin to point it out. And someone who needs recognition and you are not recognizing that person will also be demotivated. Now, Oga, I did this thing and you did not even recognize it. You did not even recognize me during the management meeting. Oh, sorry, recognition. Somebody needs it because we are being paid salary. We know we are receiving salary, but for just to recognize that this thing was delivered through us. So McGregor theory, X and Y, that's another theory. That theory says two constructing assumptions manager holds about their what? About their workers. Theory X and theory Y. Theory X says naturally workers don't like work. And you will see some people like that in your team, in your office. Naturally, theory X says some people don't like, they just dislike work. Dislike work. They will avoid responsibility. Some people, you must give them close supervision. That's what theory McGregor theory X is saying. And some people in same office, they belong to theory Y. Oh, they enjoy working. They enjoy working. They seek responsibility. Ọ̀gá ṣe kí la lè bá yín ṣe ọ̀gá ẹgbẹ́ iṣẹ́ yẹn wà ẹgbẹ́ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká bá yín ṣe. They don't need monitoring. They know what to do part time. So, what are we saying? You need to study them in your office. You need to study who this person is. Some people, they don't naturally like work. There is nothing you will do. They don't just like it. And some people, whether you like it or not, before you say Jack Robinson, they are done. They have finished it. And they are expecting more. And I want to say, if you find yourself under this theory, where you have some people who are not ready to work and some people are ready to work, how will you treat them? How will you treat them? Even if you try to bring people that fall under theory X, if you bring them to speed, yes, they are not leveling up. How will you treat them? What will you do? Because, be rest assured, people under theory X will be the one. They will be the one that will go around to say, àkókò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe, àkókò mọ kókó gbogbo owó tó ń wọlé, àkókò mọ bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe. Because they've sidelined themselves by themselves. When they are needed, they will not show up. They will not show up. So that's McGregor theory X and theory Y. Vroom's expectance theory, even from the name, motivation is based on the belief that effort will lead to performance. And when we perform, we must be rewarded now. Their effort will improve their performance because they are expecting something. And I want to say this. What they are expecting sometimes is not monetary. It's not. But it could be monetary. But sometimes when it is not money, why not give it to them? Appreciate them. Tell them well done. Tell them good job. Because they are expecting that when they have performed, somebody should acknowledge that their performances and let the reward follow accordingly. Let the reward follow accordingly. Vroom's expectance theory. I love that theory because when you work, you must also be rewarded. And reward comes in diverse forms. It comes in diverse forms. So that's another theory. Some people will say, if you work, you'll be rewarded. Some people say, if you don't work, you'll not be rewarded. And let's move on. Let's move on. This is another theory. McClellan's theory. People are motivated by three dominant needs. Needs for achievement, desire to excel. Needs for power, desire to influence and lead. And needs for affiliation, desire for relationship and acceptance. That's another theory. That's another theory. So when we have these theories put together in the examination, in the assessment, what the assessment probably might be saying is which one, what's the dominant factor for this theory? For instance, we know theory X and Y says workers naturally under theory X would not want to work. They will need to be coerced. And workers under theory Y, they don't need anything. They will just work naturally. They will just work naturally. And under theories McClelland says that some people, they need achievements. Some people, they need power. Some people, they need affiliation. If you have, give them. But if you don't give them, you are going to demotivate them. So, in dishing out this, this under this story, each person has different motivating need, but you have to be very careful. For instance, if what's the motive? What's the motive behind this power? He wants to influence negatively or influence positively. So these are the things that we need to ask this theory to clear for us. If you are asked to talk about it, you still need to be very careful. Even if people are motivated by three dominant needs, these needs, what do they want to achieve with it? And there are some motivation that are not financial motivators. And relevant on a lot of them, and I'm just repeating them. Recognition and praise. Recognition and praise. You will not know the extent of this action to recognize. Please, can you please appreciate Mr. Ajanle Koko? Mr. Ajanle Koko, please, can you rise? Can you please give to Mr. Ajanle Koko round of applause for this? Well, I'm telling you, Mr. Ajanle Koko, if he happens to be someone under this dying for this kind of recognition, you will see Ajanle Koko the next day ready to deliver. Ready to deliver. Opportunity for training. Some people will run to you and say, Oga, I've not gone for training for the past 5 years. Some people will give them opportunity to participate in decision making and see them doing very well. For instance, me, I love good working environment. I love it. It helps me. It helps my brain. Some people is transparent processes. Some people is career progression pathways, and they are giving their best. They are giving their best. So it's not all the motivations that require money. Some at all, you don't need money. You need some people, they need recognition. Give it to them. Some people, they need good working environment. Okay, this year, you know what we call ergonomy. You must make sure that the office is intact, good enough, good working, conducive working environment. Some people, they just need good table. And if the table and the chairs are not readily available, there is a way to go about it. Just continue to encourage them and let them be updated on the steps you have taken. We have written, approval will soon come. Thank God, approval has come. Approval has come. We need to now buy. Oh, they are supplying us tomorrow. Give them updates. Keep their hope alive. As a leader, keep their hopes alive, and you will see them performing. And let's quickly look at the last one. Just brush over this one. Decision making. Decision making is the systematic and logical process of choosing the best possible course of action from available alternatives in order to solve a problem or achieve an objective. Listen very well. Decision making, you can't make decisions from one alternative. It's not possible. So there must be alternative options on ground. And in choosing the best, this is where you now need decisions making tools in choosing the best, so that you will not choose wrongly. You need, we said decision making is the systematic and logical process of choosing the best, underline the best possible course of action from available alternatives in order to solve a problem. So, to choose the best, you need some tools to use to choose the best. so that you will not choose wrongly. Sometimes you need to gather your people and share your idea, share the alternatives with them. Let them discuss. And you will see everybody will own it. Even if we fail at the end of the day, it's going to be everybody's failure. Not ṣe bá sọ fún yín. A sọ fún yín ẹ̀ kí ń gbọ́. But if we all participate in decision making, we participate in decision making. But you see, whether we like it or not, there will always be those ones that will still be saying things behind you. I could remember I was in a ministry. We were chosen to choose as committee to choose the best officer of the year for that particular year. And the department have submitted names. The units submitted names. And then we screened them. Everybody, all of us, we agreed on each person we concluded on. Still, when we finished, somebody said, Bamati Mulagbaja, you were there. All of us decided on who to, based on the benchmarks that we have. So what's the meaning of Bamati? So you always have them, but you never be bothered. Just go ahead and make sure you carry them along. So, types of decision, program decisions, non-program. When you have program decision, it happens when you have routine and repetitives and structure. This is the way to do it. For instance, it's routine to have attendance register. Your decision on attendance register or tracking attendance or tracking absentees, you know what to do about it. That is routine. You know when to rule. You know what happens after you might have ruled. You know that is programmed decision. There are decisions that are not programmed though. They are complex. They are new. And they require judgment. They require creativity. They require analysis so that you can choose the best option out of those alternatives on ground. So they are not programmed. And when they are not programmed like that, what will you do? What will you do? So you gather your people. And don't forget that change is best implemented in phases. Change is best implemented in phases. You implement change in phases. Phase by phase, stage by stage. Strategic decision is another type of decision making, and tactical decision. So when it comes to strategic, it's going to be long term, it's going to be high impact, and taken by top leadership. For instance, want to change policy. You know the stages of policy formulation now. You know how to what that one will involve. There will be agenda setting, there will be policy, problem analysis, all of these things, all of these stages will be implemented before you take strategic decision. And strategic decision will affect a lot in organization, a lot about life, a lot about marriage. So when you want to take strategic decision, you want to choose the best out of the alternatives. Oh, you need a lot. And when you are doing this, you have to be also very careful. Very, very, very careful. So that you will not choose the wrong alternative. The wrong one out of many alternatives that we have. So let's quickly look at types of decision that continues. Operational decision. This is day-to-day routine decision operation. You know how to do this. Is normal that when mails come, you've decided that when mails comes, this is how it will come in, this is how it will go out. Okay, when visitors come, you know that they'll fill this form. When they fill this form, take it to somebody that will sieve it, and then take it to the principal. You know all of these things. That's operational, day-to-day activities. You know that when you get your file ready, you take it to this, you take it to that person, you know, that is operational. And let me take us through decision-making process. Identify the problem. Gather enough information. Generate alternatives. Evaluate options. Select the best option. Implement the decision. Then you do what? You monitor and review. Now look at these stages of decision making. Look at these stages. When you identify the problem, what is the problem? That's the first thing to identify. Once you have identified the problems, you now need to gather, okay, now, how come? What led to this issue? What exactly led to this particular stage that we have found ourselves? Okay, what can we now do? Abi, you just be looking. No, you can't look. Oh, you must. And that's what leadership is all about. It has happened. It has happened. So what do we now do? Oh, okay. For instance, somebody's car just all of a sudden just broke down on the road. Will you be looking? No, you'll not be looking. No. Is it that you want to check whether no more fuel? Oh, you have checked fuel day. Okay, check whether it's something you can handle. If it's something you cannot handle, quickly look for roadside mechanic. And if the mechanic comes, the mechanic says, is this issue? Is this one? Is this one? Will you be looking? No. Oh, what should we do now? Okay, let's quickly do palliative measure. Let's sort it out here so that we can take the car away from here. Or you want to insist to say, no. We want to solve it now. No. So these are the things we need to do. And you now select the best option and implement decision, monitor, and you review. Monitor and you review. So when you now want to do your analysis, there are so many tools we can do. We can use. We can use SWOT analysis to come up with alternatives, to know which one to choose amongst the alternatives, which one should we implement using those tools. The first one is SWOT analysis, a tool used to assess an organizational internal and external environment. Look at the strengths, that is your internal advantages. Then the weakness, internal limitations, opportunity around us, external favorable conditions, and the threats to that strength that you have internally. What are the challenges that you by the time you use SWOT analysis, you know which way to go. And SWOT analysis is not done alone. Okay? It's not done alone. You bring in your team members on board. You bring in your team members on board. And it helps leaders to understand their current position before making strategic decisions. There's another tools to use. It's called cost-benefit analysis. If the cost outweighs the benefit, why are we going for it? If the benefit outweighs the cost, why not go for it? A financial and logical tool that compares cost and benefits. So sometimes you look at the cost required and the gain that you eventually enjoy and make up your decision. Why should I go for this when I know that this one will not give me what I want? Even if I pay more, but I'll still get what I need, I'd rather go for this one. So this one uses cost and benefits attached to a particular decision you want to make before you finally make up your mind. We have another one, Pareto principle, 80 to 20. This one states that 20% of the courses produce 80% of the results. So where will you concentrate? Where? You concentrate on the best option on this part. So you you major on major and neglect minor. You focus on major, focus on major and neglect the minor. By the time you focus on the major, the result will have taken care of the minor. And it helps leaders to focus on the most important factor that will deliver the highest impact. That's just it. Yeah, you want to do this one too, you want to do this one too, you want to do, okay, Motigba, I've had you, but let's do this one. By the time this one is sorted, you will see others will have been fizzled out, will have been done at the same time. So because of our time, let's just rush through others. You have your slides to study further. Then risk assessment, a systematic process of identifying, analyzing, and evaluating potential risk. It looks likelihood of risk happening. Okay. Then the impact it will have. Mitigating measures to reduce the consequences. These are the things that you look at when you are using risk assessment. You are assessing the risk, how heavy the risk is. Then if it's too heavy, you look into what you can do to mitigate it. If it's not possible, you let go. You let go. Another one is decision 3. On the tree, you have a lot of alternatives. And for instance, there are fruit that will be very close to you on the tree. There will be some fruit that will be at the middle of the tree. There will be some fruit very, very far. So it depends on how tall you are, the resources you have to bring down the fruit. These are the things that will determine which one you are going for. It helps to compare multiple options clearly before making complex or uncertain decisions. Do you want to go for the fruit far on the top of the tree because they are very big? Do you have the resources to get it done? Do you have the resources? Do you have the capacity to get there? If you do, go ahead. Take the risk. Take the risk. Take it. And you know what your result will be. By the time you catch that one, one big fruit is enough to 10 small fruits that people are struggling for. So it depends on what you want, your choice, and how you want to get it done. Force field analysis, a change management to examine the forces driving change, resisting change. It also allows leaders to strengthen supportive forces and reduces resistance, increasing the success of decision and reforms. So there are things that you know that if I go ahead to do this thing, I have the capacity to don't worry. Once it's done, you will see that resistance will reduce. And people that will support it will be many. They will support us. Don't worry. We know what we are doing. We know what we are doing because people are saying, hey, you're saying, don't worry now. Don't worry. This thing is doable. This thing is doable. And by the time we look at these tools in decision making, you will know which one is best at a particular time to be used by you, or which one you are even used to. Some people, they know that if they don't take the risk, they won't get it done. Some people, they know how to avoid the risk and still get it done. It depends on you and it depends on what you want to get. So I want to say thank you for listening. It's my pleasure to be here this morning and to share knowledge on on the topic leadership and teamwork in the 21st century public service. Thank you all, and God bless you. Mr. Jami.
Thank you so much, Doctor. We have 975 here on the call, and I'm seeing only two appreciating Doctor. Please let the emojis keep on coming. Let it keep on coming. Thank you so much, Doctor, for this well-loaded session. For that rich, practical, and inspiring presentation, sir. Your insight on leadership value, teamwork, and workplace excellence have added tremendous value to today's session. So, distinguished colleague, we trust that you have all gained clarity, guidance, and actionable strategies for both workplace performance and the upcoming 2026 promotion exercise. So at this point, we are going to question and answer for more clarity. This session is for you to ask a question on what you don't understand. Please stop writing on the screen. I've removed some people. Please don't let me remove you because you need this part of session. Stop writing on the screen. So now I think we all learn one or two things, and by now Doctor have prepared us for a leadership position and managers of human and material resources. So your question, I will open the chat box now so that you can type your question. Please, as you all know, your name, your ministry, and don't ask any question that doesn't have anything to do with this topic. Let your topic go straight and align with the topic, please. And don't bring any issue here. If you want any more issue apart from this, you can call Doctor after this section. Jankala, we have Fusat. You have the floor. Your name, your ministry.
Good morning, sir. I'm Jankala.
Good morning.
I'm Jankala. We have short. My parents' ministry is economics planning and budget from Office of Auditor General for local government. I'm sorry for the question I asked yesterday. Maybe I was sleeping. The question I asked now, sir, I'm talking to our facilitator, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Are you saying transformation? I have two questions. Are you saying transformation leader is the best among the other one? Then two, when talking about the analysis for decision making, which one is the best? Thank you, sir. Did you hear me?
Yes, well. Clearly, ma'am.
Very well.
Doctor is trying to note it down. Sir, do you want us to take all the questions that you answer them once and for all, sir?
No, let me take it one after the other. Let me take it.
All right, sir.
Okay.
So, Mrs. Dankalawi, I said that I started with transformational because of my own interest in transformational leadership. I love it, and I will continue to practice it because there is no way you get to a new place or new people will join you that you will not need to transform one thing or the other. So I love it. That was why I started with it. And at the end of the leadership style, I said it depends on the situation you find yourself. But whether you are sorting out issue or not, you will always continue to transform where you are. And that was why I started with transformational leadership. It's very, very good. I love it. And for your second question, which tool of analysis? I said it. If you look at um, those tools, cost benefit analysis, you look at Pareto 80 20 80, you look at it depends on the one that will suit your personality. So I said it that some people, they love to take risk, and once they take the risk, the end result will be positive. Some people, they don't like risk, and life is all about even risk, so they don't like it even as it is. They believe that they should just wait and let things fall in place. It depends on what you want to achieve and the situation you have found yourself. It depends on the situation you have found yourself. But get yourself familiar with all those, familiar and internalize those tools. It will help you. Because, for instance, you want to get something now, you can use cost benefit analysis. Okay, you know that if you have um, five shirts, and if you get 5 shirts for 1.5 each, are you getting me? One shirt for 1.5, and you will get one for 20,000 naira. That one, you will use it, you can use it for 1.5 years. But the 5 that you will get, probably maybe the last month you can use them, the max month you can use them, maybe 5 months. So it cost benefit analysis. You know that if you get 20,000 naira shirt, it will last longer. It depends on you. But that cost benefit analysis will also help you to determine. Just like you have people on your team. If you put this person on your team, this one knows how to take risk. Put him on the team. And the one that does not know, that doesn't like to take risk, you better leave him so that the project will not fail. I hope you understand me. Mrs. Jankalawi.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much, sir. Okay, let me have mute her. So, Mrs. Jankawi, are you okay with that? You can mute yourself.
Thank you, sir.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
All
that.
right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Dr. Bolanle Salaudin, your name, your ministry, or mute yourself, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, sir.
Morning.
I'm from
Good morning, ma'am.
HSC, Health Service Commission. So my question is just that, please kindly help with other types of leadership. You mentioned transformational leadership. I was expecting other types of leadership.
They were mentioned. Can you see? Autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, transformational, transactional, servant leadership, situational. And I said, of all of them, the last one, which is situational, depends on which style you will use. The situation will dictate which of the styles that you will use, which of the types that you will use. But I said, as for me, since I've been reading about transformational, it has always been my best style. Look for what to transform in your environment, in your office. What is looking like obsolete? See, if we are not transformational in the public service, the public service rule that is being reviewed, we will not do it. That's an example for us. Thank you.
Okay. Doctor, I hope you are okay with that, Dr. Bolanle. All right. Imoluami Grace. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name very well. Your name, your ministry.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, the facilitator. The presentation is so educative and impactful. My name is Imoluami Grace Titilayo of Famu Ward of a Maternal and Child Center, First Tag, under HSC. My question is, it's not even question. I joined actually late, and then I joined when transformational leadership was being explained. Please, can we have the slide? How can we get the slide or the recording of this presentation? Others, I'm good with that. But this first one, I don't know how it started. I just joined under transformational leadership. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, so
okay, ma.
Mr. Jami,
First,
let me answer. Let me answer.
Okay.
Let me answer. Thank you for that opportunity. Mrs. Mo Lame, is either you go back to the YouTube channel and watch this particular video again, or you get the slide on the platform. If you're on that platform, fine. If you're not on the platform, you get back to the coordinator. He knows what to do about it. But the best thing is for you to go and watch it again. And I mean, if you don't know how to get there, just look out for on your browser, YouTube, then search for Jami Onosoya's name. You will get the video to watch.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much for the advert I didn't pay for, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Akinola Adenike, your name, your question, your ministry. Akinola Adenike, unmute yourself. Is Akinola with us? Okay, I think we are having two Akinola here. Okay. Akinola
Hello.
Noimot.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Your
I'm
name, your
wondering.
ministry.
My name is Akinola Olaunmi Noimot from the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bolabo, my friend. Well done. That was a very nice presentation. I really enjoyed it. Now, my question is, when you have a member of your staff that belongs to this, under the McGregor's theory X and Y, let's say the person belongs to that, the one that dislike work.
Mm-hmm.
You've tried all possible things to make the person come up to work, to live up to responsibility. It's not really, and it's not affecting some others that are watching. See, that one is not working and is getting away with it. Why are they now pushing me to work? What can we do to rescue the situation? Somebody that is now negatively influencing others by his own attitude that is not going well with the office. So what can we do? It's influencing them negatively. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Very well. I'm sure you are speaking the mind of so many people on this call. I'm sure of that. It happens everywhere. It's all over. Even in the family, you know. One of your children will say, I will do, and eventually will not do. One will say, I will not do, and eventually will do. So it happens everywhere. But if he now gets to office, there is a way to go about it. Number one, when you have noticed it, you have given ample time, you now begin to do documentation, because you must carry out what is the public service rule our Bible says we should do. You start with documentation, because if you want to take steps, if you want to take action, all your actions, everything that you will need to do must be data and fact-based. So you have your documentation in place gradually and steadily. And by the time you now want you do the needful, whether you might have given you've called the person, you've done CMC, you've coached you've counseled the person, you've mentored the person, you have even coached the person, and the person is not forthcoming. Begin to document. Do your documentation, and you carry out the next thing to do. And I'm sure you know what to do about that. In case you don't know, you issue query. You issue query. And
Okay.
you will see. You will see, yeah, that officer will sit up. That officer will sit up. And it's not query that you now say, Mokofishe Rubani, it will not work. It will be query that you will follow through. I think you understand what I'm talking about. We don't
Okay.
need to use the whole mouth to talk here, but do
Okay.
the needful. But you must have show empathy. Show the empathy, get to know, ask the person questions. Why are you doing this? In fact, sometimes I can go personal. Mo lè béèrè, ṣé o ti mọ̀ mí níbì kan ni? Ló ṣe fẹ́ bá mi ṣiṣẹ́? What's happening? What have I done anything wrong? You can even give time. Okay, tell the person, I'll give you time. Go and think about it. Maybe you don't want to work here again? And if you don't want to work here again, I wasn't the one that brought you here. Maybe you try and take yourself away. Go that route. Do
Okay.
what you humanly possible need to
Okay.
do it. Then begin to document. And
It's
after
okay.
documentation, you give query.
Thank you. Thank you
Well,
very much. Yeah.
thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Documentation is very key. Like Yoruba they say, Tomode bá gbọ́gbọ́ kúkú, ìyá gbọ́gbọ́ sínsìn. That is the style. So please document. All right. Olaniyan Abiodun, your name, your ministry.
Okay, good afternoon, sir, Mr. Coordinator and the
Good morning,
doctor.
sir.
Oh, okay, good morning. I'm very grateful and happy today that my question is being clear. Network is not disturbing me today. Yeah, doctor, I just want to ask that in a team where you told us that we should not avoid conflict, rather we are to face it and make sure that we fix whatever it is, the problem. And somewhere we are told also that
Mr. Olaniyan, the
Your
network
network
again.
a leader should be. So how best can we manage? Some people, we have people of different attitude.
Mr. Olaniyan, can you retake that again in between your network
Quickly
fail?
Okay. Recap.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. My question is, you told us not to avoid conflict. Now, and then we know that as a leader, we are not supposed to be reactive. Rather, we should be responsive. So how best can we manage conflict in a team?
Okay. So
sorry, doctor. I've
don't worry.
mistakenly. Okay. All
Don't
right.
worry.
Sorry,
Don't
sir.
worry.
All right.
We are in it together now. You should know now. So, Mr. Laniyo, so simple. And I'm gonna go practical here. Okay. So, you see, conflict is very good, very, very good. If there is conflict gives room for placement. You know what this person wants, you know what that person does not want, but that does not mean conflict should linger. No, it should not linger. You should address it the way it should be addressed. Call the parties involved in conflict, call them to your office, or if you have opportunity, give them close marking and address the issue. As a leader, you as a leader, you must have the integrity to resolve conflict. If you don't have the integrity, if you are the leader that is fighting everybody in your office, which conflict do you want to resolve? Where do you have the capacity? So you must have known for conflict free. Even if conflict comes from you trash it and you move on. you're not holding it against anybody among your team members. So if it now happens among your team members, you have the capacity, you have the integrity to address it. And because of the nature of the personality you have, I'm very sure if you call them to order, and you call them to order, I'm repeating it, he is gonna be resolved. And if he's not resolved, they find it difficult to come to terms to understand themselves. If they find it difficult to understand themselves, then make sure that their indifference does not affect your delivery. Make sure it does not affect your delivery. Either you don't put them together to get the job done, or you put them together if there's no way about it, but you give them close marking. You give them close marking to get the job done. But I'm telling you, if you have the integrity, if you are not the type that fights everybody as a leader, you will get that. You know, I'm saying this because I know sometimes some people can be very difficult. Very difficult. You talk to them, you pacify, and still some people believe that greeting is not in the public service. No problem. In as much I will not say you must greet, but I don't like that kind of environment. I don't like it. You won't free to share ideas. You won't be free to relate. And when you are being careful about one another, ideas will not flow. Ownership will not take place. Department, things like that. But you will not relent. You won't. That's why you are a leader.
All right. Leadership don't relent. Thanks so much for that, sir. Ilesanmi Oladunni, your name, your ministry.
Good morning, sir. And thank you
Good
very much,
morning.
Dr. Bolabo. Mr. Jamil, thank you very much. May God bless you. My question is this. How do you handle a staff whose blood pressure is over 200? And this same staff love to drink. He will drink himself to stupor. He's hardworking, but he doesn't take care of his health. His BP is over 200, yet he likes to drink. How do you handle such a staff? Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Ilesanmi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. When I got to my new office, I stopped drinking of soft drink. If I have my people on this call, they will confirm it. They can confirm it. I stop it. And then if I mistakenly stumble on you drinking it, I'll confiscate any. Hold on here. Or if you come to my office, I will show you how many soft drinks that I've confiscated is in my office. Is in my office. Now, this ones is because it's soft drink and they are drinking it in my environment. So, Mr. Ilesanmi, I want to ask, how come you know that this person drinks? Is it that he will drink and come to the office with the sting or with the smell, or how? But whichever way, see, write a report on that person. Write a report on the person and let that report be documented. Put it in that person's file, all that you have done. Even in my office, do you know we have a BP machine? We do, we check our BP in our office. So if you have that kind of opportunity in your office and you have discovered that this person loves to drink and his BP is 200, sincerely, there could be other ways to address it too, but me, I will document and I will go to, where is it? Staff clinic. Well, if you don't have staff clinic around you, write to the family of the person that this is what you have observed, that this person drinks, his BP is high, right to the palm sec and let the needful be done, because if the push get to shove, they will ask you, now that you know, because it's our duty as leaders to do the needful. But it's unfortunate that this kind of person will be doing this kind of havoc to his own health. Maybe you can even invite a medical doctor. I'm telling you, can invite a medical doctor from the staff clinic, or yes, from staff clinic, to come and counsel this person, and maybe they know what to do from there. But don't leave the person alone. Don't close your eyes against that person. I don't know if I've been able to say anything reasonable as per that question. I don't know.
So, Ilesomi, are you okay with that? Is that taking? Unmute yourself, Ilesomi. Are you okay with that response?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Doctor. I can see you are well prepared for us. So on the chat box, sir, someone said, okay, said, according to McGregor Theory X, workers don't want to work. How do one encourages and make such workers productive, please?
Okay, so if you have, I've answered that question too. Is like the person, I mean, the first question that somebody asked anyway. So if you have Theory X staff in your office, you have them. It is not only about salary now. Something might be wrong somewhere. But if nothing is wrong and this person is just a pathological lazy person, does not want to work, we have them all over. All over, they have them. Like I said, document. You know, after you might have done the needful, you've pacified, you've asked for what motivates the person. Is it the person has not been recognized, or is it the person has not been duly rewarded? You know, has anything gotten wrong somewhere? Do your homework one-on-one with the person, talk with the person, discuss with the person, tell the person possible opportunities if the person can work, you know. Let's do what we can do to help the person. But if the person now refuses to change over long, ample time, please document and do the needful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I'm trying to run through the chat box and some questions here have been answered. I want to make sure that we carry everyone along. Some questions have been answered. Thank you, sir. Please, what leadership style can, okay? Jimo Babatunde Dauda say, thank you, sir. Please, what leadership style can one use on the downline that believe they can have their way through the people they know, that can solve problem for them when one arrive?
The people that will solve problem for them, by the time they have your documentary evidence, they will know that ó ti kọjá ọwọ́ nǹkan táwọn lè ṣe. Documentary evidence.
Documentary. So document is very, very key. Okay. Let me take this last 3 questions before we move. Adesanya what? Okay, Adesanya Olumuyiwa. What determines the leadership style that emerge in a workplace environment? Is it time dependent in workplace? Is it location dependent in workplace? Is it group dependent in workplace? Is it structure dependent in a workplace. I don't know if you get that, sir.
Yes, is situationally dependent. It depends on the situation. The situation will determine what leadership style you will use, whether it's going to be autocratic, whether it's going to be democratic. It depends on the situation. But like I said, if you are in an emergency situation, you use autocratic now because you need to dish out control. You need to dish out command. And if you are there and you are saying, kí la máa ṣe báyìí? You know, ìwọ ronú, no, as a leader for emergency, it is autocratic. So you see, it is the situation that will determine which of the caps you will put on. But for me, naturally, I love transformational leadership. I love to transform. I'm a progressive person. That is who I am.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. On the chat box, most of the question I've answered. Most of the answer of most of the question is document. Please document. Yeah. On this note, like I said, Dr. Gbolabo Okudero is the convener of public service human resource mentorship, a big community in the secretariat. So I will please check your chat box if you want to join Dr. Okudero's mentorship program. Just click on the link on the chat box. Click on the link on the chat box. Then the phone number is there. Dr. Okudero's phone number is there. If you want to reach out to him, I think I need to separate that. Something I've joined together. Okay. Click on the link to join the community. It's a community that you will learn more and more, especially about leadership management, human resource management, and many more. Join the click the link to join, and this is doctor's number if you want to reach out to doctor. So you can reach out to him on 0802 4297963. Thank you so much. So on our norms here, we call on someone to give vote of thanks on behalf of the all participants. So I will call Ikpedola is going to do two work here. You are going to ask a question and listen to the response. Then at the same time, you do justice to the vote of thanks. Ikpedola Deborah, your name, your ministry.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Thanks for this presentation, doctor, and thanks for this. I'm Ikpedola Deborah from HSC. My question is your last slide, you were talking about the decision tree. I didn't actually get the decision to the way you explained, sir. So I don't know if you can help me just go up to it, sir. Thank
Please,
you, sir.
Ikpadiola, please, can you just repeat yourself? I didn't get you very well.
I said towards your last slide that you are talking about decision trees.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I didn't really get it, sir. So can you please help me just go over it, sir? I'm so sorry, sir.
This one, first field analysis or decision tree? Decision tree. Okay, if it's decision tree, I said, look at a tree. On the tree, there are many fruits at different stages. Some you can reach the fruit easily without any device, no support. Some fruits are the middle. Some fruits are at the top most of the topmost part of the tree. These are choices. These are choices. And what are the probability of you getting them? Probability of getting the one very close to you is very, very high. You can get any of those fruits without any device, any support. Bam, you have plugged them. And if you look at those fruits that we are talking about, they are very, very small. Very, very small. But those ones at the topmost of the tree, they are very big. One of them is enough to take care of 10, 15 of the ones very close to you. So, do you want to take the risk of looking for device to get any of those big, big fruits at the topmost of the tree, knowing that the expected result is that once you get one, you'll be good to go. So it helps you to compare multiple options clearly before making complex or uncertain decisions. Have you gotten it now? So it's now for you to say, once I get one, I will be okay. And that one is very, very far. If you take ladder, if you take any device, you can follow, but you won't mind. You won't mind because you're gonna take the risk of getting the best of the best. So once you get it, it's for you and you enjoy it. That's just what decision tree is all about. You see the options clearly, you know what to do, but you also want to take the risk of going for the best, knowing fully that the risk of getting it is very, 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 very high. That's just the explanation I can give. So you can relate it to your situation in the office, situation in the marriage, situation at home, and things like that. Ipadiola, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thanks so much, sir.
Okay.
It's very
So,
understood, sir. Thanks so much, sir.
all right. So before you give your parting shot, let me give my parting shot too, so that I will just say bye. So I want to appreciate everyone on this call. Honestly, it shows that we are actually ready. Apart from the examinations we are preparing for, we are actually ready to get out of our comfort zones and then shedding away deadwood's nature and mediocrity and become the best in our schedule. So I want to say, please, let's increase the public trust in us by being civil at any point in time, anywhere, any day. And we see that the service will get better and we also will be better for it, be proud of the service we dream to leave behind after we might have gone. So on this note, I want to use this opportunity to say, go to my YouTube channel. There are videos that you can watch there. Bolabo Okudero. You can go there. All the videos that we have done so far on our platform, you can have them there. You watch them and you get better on your job. How to write minutes, how to write good submissions. These ones are there for us to learn. And together, we are partnering to be the best in our jobs schedule. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. So Ipadeola, your
Yes,
assignment,
sir.
please.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much for this presentation, our Dr. Fidel. Really appreciate you. And our daddy that is helping all this drive, Mr. Jami, we thank you for all your efforts. So on behalf of our participants, we say thank you for creating this time and for impartation of knowledge. It's not about the exam, sir. It's about individual being transformed from another person as a civil servant. So we appreciate it. Say God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
All
you.
right, let your emojis keep on coming to appreciate our doctor. Doctor, thank you so much, sir. So
Thank
once
you.
again, I've sent doctor's number to the chat box. You
Jamelo.
can reach out to doctor. Baba, well done, sir. Thank you so
Jamelo.
much, sir.
Well done, my
Yes,
brother.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr.
So,
Ogunlewe.
so we are having another class by 2 o'clock. Please stay put. Thank you so much. For the person that's requesting for slide, I want to believe we are on our group channel, Telegram or WhatsApp. So we have sent it there immediately. And if you are not there, like Dr. Riley said, check our YouTube channel, Jami Onosanya, so that you can get everything there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, don't forget to
That's why I
visit
picked it.
Bola Okudero YouTube channel too to get it call. Thank you so much.
Check the chat box now. It's still there. Check it.
I will see you. Okay, someone need the information on the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it your information on which one?
Yeah, the information necessary.
Okay, let me resend it because it's we don't like the doctor normally said we don't want anybody to be mediocre here.
No, we don't
We
want
want
it.
everybody to. So we are doing this because you want everybody to be at the same page. I will resend the doctor's link. I don't know if you still need it before we keep on sending it, keep on sending it, and keep on sending it.
Mr. Ogunlewe, I'm
All
greeting
right.
you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ogunlewe. Thank you, every one of us. So see you 2 o'clock for the next class.
Bye.
Bye.